Welcome, everyone. It's time once again for Killian Cougar Fall Baseball on the Florida Sports Programming Network. Today, the Cougars are taking on the Schoolhouse Prep Wolfpack from Cougar Field. I'm Uncle Muggs bringing you the play-by-play. On the mound for the Cougars today is the junior Ryan Llambas. The manager for the Wolfpack is George Rodriguez in his second year. Couple more warm-up pitches. The starting pitcher on the bump today for the Cougars is Ryan Llambas. Ryan's no stranger to the mound. He started a couple games already this fall, and we're about to get underway. The Wolfpack out of Schoolhouse Prep are bringing up Rogelio Perez, Francisco Pichardo, Rene Dunn, and if anyone gets on base, it's Delvis Valdez. First pitch from Llambas is a strike taken. Center fielder Perez takes a ball low. The Schoolhouse Prep Wolfpack are wearing the dark blue shirts with the gold letters and the gray pants. And here's Llambas 1-1, and it's taken low for ball two. The Cougars won a shutout yesterday against the mighty Vipers of Felix Varela. Here's Llambas' pitch, and it's taken outside, and the count goes to 3-1 on Rogelio Perez, the center fielder for the Wolfpack. Llambas from the full windup, and that ball swung on and fouled off at the plate. It'll bring the count to 3-2. Top of the first inning here in Cougar Field. It's a nice fall afternoon. It's going to be a windy day today. The wind's coming in from the northeast, straight away center field, and it's going to wreak havoc today. It is a little windy. Here's the payoff pitch from Llambas, and there's a ground ball. Big hopper to third. Naranjo fires over, and an out by Michael Cueto over at first base. Big hopper to Naranjo. Showed a good arm there, got the ball over to Cueto for the first out. That's going to bring up Francisco Pichardo. Pichardo's the second baseman for the Wolfpack. He's batting from the right side. Llambas from the right side as well. It's an off-speed pitch taken for a strike. The Cougars are wearing their hunter green shirts with the Roman numeral C on the chest and the white pants. Llambas' 0-1 is taken. 1-1 the count on Pichardo. So Naranjo's at third, Aiden Abasi's at shortstop, Tony Vasquez at second, John Michael Cueto is at first, Phoenix Medina getting the start behind the plate, and your outfielders Armando Vasquez, Zorro in center field, and Ethan Jones, and that one's lifted to Zorro in center field, and he makes an easy out running in on the ball. Two quick outs here for Llambas in the first inning. Fall baseball here on Florida Sports Broadcasting Network. And this is going to bring up the catcher, number 10, Rene Dunn. Rene's a big boy. But it's going to take a big hit to get it out of the ballpark today with this wind blowing in. Yambas shoots a ball. Cougars stepped up yesterday, put on 7 runs on a really good Felix Varela team. Luke Fernandez with a base hit and stolen base and RBI. Jonathan Acosta always steady with the bat. They're going to need his leadership and his defense over there at shortstop this year if the Cougars plan to go far in the postseason. He had those bright yellow batting gloves on yesterday. Here's the 1-1 offering to Renee Dunn. That fastball swung on and missed. Pfeiffer looked good on the mound yesterday, throwing 2 1/3 with 4 strikeouts. Had the fastball kicking. You can always count on Pfeiffer for a few good innings. Real competitive pitcher. And here's the 2-1, an off-speed pitch, and it's looped over the first baseman. It's going to go all the way to right field. Ethan Jones cuts it off quickly, brings it in, and that's going to be a 2-out base hit for the catcher, Renee Dunn. He slapped that one over the outstretched arms of Cueto over at first base. It's going to bring up the cleanup batter, the DH, Delvis Valdez. Another big guy. Looks like he hasn't missed a meal in a long time. Yambaza looks at Dunn. Dunn goes. The throw's low and not in time. An easy steal for Dunn. So now the Wolfpack are threatening here in the first inning with 2 outs. Yambas and Medina, the battery. Yambas throws a fastball and it's fouled straight back. It evens the count to the big Valdez, the DH for the Wolfpack. Batting cleanup. George Rodriguez coaching the Wolfpack over at third base. Two outs here, top of the first inning. Anthony on second base is coming over. That ball's low and taken for a ball. Another fastball by Yambas. You don't want to lose him here. Got 2 quick outs in the inning. The wind is starting to pick up a little bit. Easily gusting up to 20, 25 miles an hour. Steady 15-mile-an-hour breeze. Tony coming in and out on second base, trying to keep the runner close. And there's the throw. The runner goes. Phoenix puts the throw on there, but not in time. He steals third. The batter swung on that, so it's 2-2. Done with 2 stolen bases here early in the game. Valdez with a 2-2 count. Yamba's still from the stretch. He kicks and deals, and that's taken outside for ball 3. The count's going to be full here. Three and two, 2 outs. The sophomore on the mound, Ryan Yambas. Shakes off Medina a couple times. Finally comes set. The fastball's taken low for ball 4. And the Wolfpack are going to have runners in the corners for the shortstop, Yadier Molina. So after quick 2 outs, a base hit, a couple stolen bases, and a walk, and the Schoolhouse Prep Wolfpack have runners in the corner. And let's see if Coach Rodriguez sends Valdez. He's got a good lead over at first. Wow, that didn't miss by much. And he came in to steal home on that one. He's going to be safe. On the throw back to the pitcher, Dunn was able to sneak a run in there. And the Wolfpack are on the board quick. Delvis Valdez, the DH, is at first base. That ball's in the dirt for ball two. It gets away from Medina, but not too far away, not far enough. Valdez stays on first. 2 outs here in the top of the first inning after 2 quick outs. Yamba's lost the plate here for a little while. He's looking to regroup. He takes a look at the runner. The runner goes. Medina comes up firing. That ball's on the right side. Goes all the way to center field. Zorro picks it up and brings it in. And that ball was low. Things have gotten a little complicated here for Yambas and the Cougars in the top of the first inning. A ground ball will get you out of here, but you got to throw strikes. Tony comes over and tries to keep the runner close at second, and that fastball's fouled straight back by Yadier Molina. 3-1 now, the count to the shortstop. That fastball swung on for strike 3. So after 1/2 inning, the Wolfpack won, and your Killian Cougars are coming up to bat. And we'll be right back on the Florida Sports Programming Network. Welcome back to Killian Cougar Field for some fall baseball on the Florida Sports Programming Network. Your starting lineup for the Killian Cougars here in the bottom of the first inning. The batting order: Phoenix Medina will be leading it off and catching. Tony Vasquez batting second, playing left field. Ryan Yambas is the pitcher, and he'll be batting third. David Builes is the DH, and he'll be batting fourth. Jean-Michael Cuetos playing first base and batting fifth. Aiden Abassi is the shortstop. Antonio Vasquez is batting seventh and playing second base. Ethan Jones has the start today in right field. He'll be batting eighth. Zorro Antonio Laziza will be in center field today. And Eddie Naranjo will be playing third base for your Killian Cougars. The pitcher for the Schoolhouse Prep Wolfpack is Angel Isuri. Isuri is a tall right-handed pitcher. The defense for the Wolfpack, we have Renee Dunn behind the plate, Jordan Jimenez, Francisco Pichardo, Yadier Molinas at shortstop, Kevin Arcias at third, Alejandro Molinas in left field, Rogelio Perez is playing center field, and Gian Caicedo is in right field for the Wolfpack.
I don't see an app for that. You'll need to download.
The catcher, Medina, Phoenix Medina, is leading off for the Cougars. The home half of the first inning. Here's the first pitch from Isiri. It's swung on for strike one. Good live fastball from Isiri. Isiri from the full windup, wearing number 7. He kicks and he fires another fastball. It swung on and missed. And quickly the count is 0-2 to the leadoff batter, the catcher, number 16, Phoenix Medina. The 0-2 pitch from Isiri. Fouled back, little check swing. Medina stays alive. Medina, Armando Vasquez, Ryan Yambas, and then it's David Builes for the Cougars to face Angel Isiri. The 0-2 pitch is in the dirt, taken for a ball. Every time I say the pitcher's last name, my phone turns on. But his name is Angel Isiri. And that strike 3 swung on by Medina, goes down swinging for strike 1 here in the bottom of the first inning. It'll bring up the left fielder. One of 2 brothers playing on the field today. The left fielder is Armando Vasquez. He's number 0. Anthony Vasquez is playing second base. And they have another brother that's a pitcher named Andy Vasquez. The series pitch is taken for strike 1. Wolfpack are leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the first, and there's an off-speed pitch that just misses the plate low. Evens the count at 1. The series kick and deals, and that ball swung on. Another off-speed pitch, could have been out of the strike zone. Vasquez went to chase it, and he's behind in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. A little equipment issue there with the catcher, Renee Dunn. Umpire helps him out. The 1-2 pitch is taken for strike 3, looking. Could have been a little bit outside, but with 2 strikes, you want to protect the plate. And just like that, Isiri has 2 strikeouts here in the first inning. It's going to bring up the pitcher, the sophomore, number 19, Ryan Yambas. Yambas from the right side. Angel Isiri also from the right side. He takes his sign. The fastball to Yambas is taken for strike 1. The Wolfpack of Schoolhouse Prep, the visiting team from just up the road. Wow, and he's filling up the strike zone. Angel Isiri quickly 0-2. To Yambas. The Wolfpack went 8-10 last year. And here's the 0-2 pitch. It's in the dirt, taken for a ball. That was an easy take there for Yambas. Good speed on the fastball from Isiri. Hasn't found that off-speed pitch to come in over the plate yet. The 1-2 from Isiri is taking an off-speed pitch for strike 3, looking. And after 1 complete inning of play, it's the Wolfpack of Schoolhouse Prep 1 and the Cougars of Killian 0. And we'll be right back with more fall baseball right here on the Florida Sports Programming Network. Welcome back to Killian Cougar Fall Baseball. The Killian Cougars are taking on the Schoolhouse Prep Wolfpack on the Florida Sports Programming Network. You can find most of your Killian Cougar games. I'm Uncle Muggs bringing you the play-by-play. The Cougars are down 1-0 to the Schoolhouse Prep. The pitcher for the Prep is Siri, struck out the side. He got him in order, had good control of the fastball, threw enough off-speed pitches to keep the Cougars guessing. And on the mound is Ryan Yambas coming out for his second inning of work. He got 2 quick outs in the first inning, then gave up a hit. And he walked the batter. Then Rene Dunn stole 3 bases. He stole second, third, and home to give the Wolfpack their first and only run of the game. And we head to the top of the second, and it'll bring up Jordan Jimenez, Gian Caicedo, Alejandro Molina, and if anyone gets on for the Wolfpack, it's Kevin Arcia. Here's the first baseman from the right side, Jordan Jimenez, and he takes a Ryan Yambas fastball right up the middle for strike 1. Yambas only a sophomore. He's coming from the full windup. Another fastball taken high by Jimenez. The 1-1 from Yambas drops in there for a strike called by the umpire. And Yambas is quickly ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the Wolfpack first baseman, Jordan Jimenez. Yambas shakes off Medina, throws a fastball inside, a little chin music for Jimenez, has to back out of there quickly. The count goes to 2-2. Breezy afternoon here at Cougar Field. The wind's coming in from straightaway center. It's a fall breeze. Now it's starting to blow a little bit. Jimenez calls time, and it's given to him by home plate umpire. Yambas from the stretch gets his sign from the catcher Medina, and that off-speed pitch is high and tight according to home plate umpire. Looked good from where I'm sitting. The count goes full to the leadoff batter in this inning, Jordan Jimenez, the first baseman for the Wolfpack. That fastball swung on off the netting. The count will remain full. The offering from Yambas, that one swung on and hit right at the third baseman, who fires across, and a good catch there and steps on the bag by Cueto. That ball was sharply hit to Eddie Naranjo on a 2 hops, threw across the diamond to Gene Michael for the first out, and bailed his pitcher out of there. Coming into the box for the Wolfpack is the right fielder, batting from the right side, Gian Caicedo. That off-speed pitch is high. 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Strike swinging to Gian. Batting from the right side against Yambas. Yambas from the full windup. He kicks and deals an off-speed pitch high and inside, swung on and missed by Caicedo. The count goes to 1-2 strikes. The sophomore holding his own on the mound. Just gave up 1 run in the first inning. There's another off-speed pitch inside taken. Evens the count at 2-2. The 2-2 from Yambas. Swung on and hit high in left center field. Zorro coming over and he's calling it. He makes the catch in left center field for the second out of the inning. It's going to bring up the shortstop, the left fielder, number 23, Alejandro Molina, the right-handed batter. Coaching staff here in Killian, top notch, one of the best in the county. Head coach Chris Leon in his second year, Eric Martinez, and in his 25th year, I think, it's Coach Abel Alonso. First offering to Molina is taken low. This is Alejandro Molina. He's the left fielder. Somewhat of an open stance, bat on his shoulder. Yambas, just like the first inning, got 2 quick outs, and he squares and he bunts one foul. That was an off-speed pitch. And with 2 strikes, Molina tried to sneak in a bunt. Naranjo's coming in a little bit. He's about even with the bag. Alejandro Molina, the left fielder, takes that fastball high from Yambas. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Yambas gets his sign from Phoenix Medina, the catcher, and it's a curveball high. The count's 3-1. This looks like a repeat from the first inning, where Yambas got 2 quick outs. Then the catcher got a hit. There was a walk, a couple stolen bases. Yambas hoping to get him here. Ground ball be nice. There's a good pitch there, taken for a strike, and that count is now full to the left fielder, Alejandro Molina, who's taking all the way on that. Yambas painted the outside corner. The payoff pitch is taken, ball 4. Base on ball. He's going to bring up the third baseman, Kevin Arcia, for the Wolfpack, also a right-handed hitter. The burgers are starting to smell really good here at the concession stand at Cougar Field. T and April and the girls do a great job. First pitch from Yambas is taken low for ball 1. Arcia is the 9th hitter in the lineup. If he gets on, Caneo Hinkle, the extra hitter, is on deck. There's a fastball. The runner goes. And that ball's thrown short and goes into center field, but Zorro's there. Medina, tough to throw into that wind. Wind's coming straight in from center field. It's going to slow the ball down. Molina's on second. Phoenix and Yambas had a little problem communicating. 2 outs, a runner on second for the Wolfpack. Top of the second inning. Kevin Arcia up. The third baseman for the Wolfpack. He swings on that one and fouls it into the net. 2 balls and 1 strike. Thank you for that. Yamba's taking his time getting the sign from Medina. He's creeping on the outside corner. Now he comes back in, and that fastball swung on. The runner was going with 2 strikes.
Hit him, kid. Put on the bait, kid.
Two strikes to the batter, Kevin Arcia. 2 outs. The count is 2-2. Alejandro Molina's on second. Yambas takes a peek at him, now comes to the plate, and he fills up the count with a high off-speed pitch taken for a ball. The Wolfpack are threatening again here in the top of the second. Tony comes over and covers him at second. Yambas takes a peek at Molina. Now comes to the plate, and that ball's lifted over second base. Coming in on is Ethan Jones, who makes the grab for the final out here. So no runs, a base on balls, and the Wolfpack have 1 run, and the Cougars are coming up to bat here in the bottom of the second. You're watching the Florida Sports Programming Network, Killian Cougar Fall Baseball. Welcome back to Killian Cougar Field for some fall baseball between your Killian Cougars and the Schoolhouse Prep Wolfpack. It's a 1-0 ball game. It's the bottom of the second inning. And due up for the Cougars is David Builes, John Michael Cueto, Aiden Abassi, and Tony Vasquez. The second baseman will be batting 4th this inning. Is Series still the pitcher, and he's still throwing strikes. He struck out the side. He got Vasquez and Yambes looking. And he starts Builes off with a strike here. Good looking pitcher for the Wolfpack. Pardon me. And there's one swung on, and it's a little short grounder right at the second baseman. Pichardo goes over to Jimenez for the first out of the inning. Builes is quickly retired, and it's going to bring up Jean Michael Cueto from the left side. Jean Michael today's playing first base. You can see him behind the plate, sometimes in the outfield. Coach Leon will move him around a little bit. Angel Isirik starts another strike, another batter off with a strike. He's been a strike machine, Angel Isirik. If he's not the ace for the Wolfpack, he should be. Has good control of the fastball. He's thrown a few off-speed pitches. There's a low one for Jean Michael to take for a ball. Jean Michael's been pretty good this fall. Beling transfer. Wearing number 17 for the Cougars. The 1-1 from Mystery is an off-speed pitch and hit a little number to shortstop. And here comes Molina, and he bobbles it, hustling down the line. Is Jean Michael Cueto for a fielder's choice. Well, I'm going to give him a base hit on that one. Being generous for my players. Aiden Abassi's coming into the box. Steady play at shortstop from Aiden. Wolfpack looking for 2 here. Cueto's being held on by Jimenez at first. Takes an all right lead. That ball's low for ball one to Abasi. Gene Michael, not a huge threat to steal, but you got to be on your toes here for a pass ball or a wild pitch. The pitch is low for ball two. Gene Michael hustles back to first. The 2-0 to Aiden is taken for a strike, and the catcher throws over to first base. Gene Michael's in there. Jimenez wanted him, but his hand got in there. Windy day here at Cougar Field. It's just picking up the wind. It's really howling now. That ball gets away. It's ball four. Cueto's hustling to second. Ball got away from Dunn. The Cougars will have runners on first and second with one out. It's going to bring up Anthony Vasquez, the second baseman. Cueto hustled into second. Abasi's at first. That was the first walk issued by Angel Issery. Issery takes a look at the runner and throws that one almost into the dirt. Gene Michael's on second. Aiden's on first. Anthony takes a strike on the outside corner, a fastball. Base hit could tie it up here for the Cougars. They're down 1-0 to the Wolfpack of Schoolhouse Prep. Angel Iseric on the mound. Takes a look at Cueto, fires an off-speed pitch, and it's fouled off at the plate. He might have gotten a piece of it. The count goes to 1-2 strikes on Anthony Vasquez, the second baseman, Vasquez. Ethan Jones is on deck for the Cougars. Molina's shortstop is creeping in behind Cueto. Angel fires and the catcher throws over to first. It gets away from the first baseman, but not far enough. Renee Dunn, the catcher for the Wolfpack, threw over to first, and it came off of Jimenez's glove. But Cueto was not able to advance. The count is even at 2-2 to the second baseman, Tony Vasquez. Angel Issery, the pitcher for the Wolfpack, throws a fastball that's fouled up to the right side. The count remains at 2-2. Somebody's car got hit. Alarm's going off. You ever come to Killian Cougar Field, you'll notice the red bricks, and you'll notice the cars getting hit on the right field line on foul balls. It's been happening for decades here, as long as they've had cars here. The 2-2 from Issery, an off-speed pitch and swung over the top for strike three, and that's the second out of the inning. It's going to bring up Ethan Jones with Zorro on deck. It's 4 strikeouts for Angel Issery. Good off-speed pitch. Found the good part of the plate. Tony swung right over it. Runners on second and first. Fastball's taken for a strike high. Umpire being a little generous here to Issery and the Wolfpack. Ethan Jones looking to tie this game with a base hit here in the bottom of the second inning for your Cougars. There's an off-speed pitch. It's ducked under by Tony. I'm sorry, Ethan Jones. One and one to count. The right fielder today, Jones, takes a fastball outside. Two balls and one strike, wearing 00. Ethan Jones, the right fielder for the Cougars. Jean-Michael Cueto's on second base, got on there with an infield hit, a walk to Abassi, and that one's in the dirt, and a great stop by Renee Dunn, the catcher for the Wolfpack. The count is 3-1. Like to see Zorro come up here from the left side with the bases loaded. EJ's got to show some patience here at 3-1. Issery's been losing a little control here. I don't want to say he's wild, but there's a fastball that swung on. Foul ball. The strike is now 3-2. The count is 3-2 to Ethan Jones. We're at Cougar Field. The Cougars and the Wolfpack. George Rodriguez is going to go out and talk to his pitcher. You're watching fall baseball here on the Florida Sports Programming Network. We'll be right back right after this quick message from the voice.
This is going to blow your mind. The best wings in Miami are waiting for you at Sports Grill. Picture this mouth-watering grilled chicken wings, cooked to perfection. You can almost taste the smoky goodness, right? Now, imagine sharing those wings with good friends, enjoying good food, and sipping on an ice-cold drink. Whether you're catching the big game on one of our many large TVs or just hanging out, the fun atmosphere at Sports Grill is unbeatable. And the best part? When you dine with us, you're supporting local communities, like the Killian Cougars baseball team. With several convenient locations across Miami-Dade County.
We're back to action here in Killian Cougar Field between the Wolfpack and your Killian Cougars. And here's the 3-2, and that one's scorched over to left field. Jean-Michael's sending home. Here comes the throw, and it's going to beat him. The short hop by Dunn, a collision at the plate, and the runner's out. I guess Dunn wanted a little bit more action after the play, but cut down at home, sent home by Coach Leon. Jean-Michael, and we'll be right back with the top of the third inning here on the Florida Sports Programming Network. Welcome back to Cougar Field for some fall baseball between your Killian Cougars and the Wolfpack from Schoolhouse Prep. And the Killian Cougars gave up an opportunity there of scoring a run. Jean-Michael Cueto was cut down at home plate after a base hit from Ethan Jones. Alejandro Molina, the left fielder, threw him out at the plate, and there was a minor collision. But here we are in the top of the third inning in a 1-0 ball game in favor of the visiting Wolfpack. Ryan Yambas to start his third inning of work for your Cougars. And batting is the last batter, Kano Hinkle is the batter for the Wolfpack. Yambas has one strikeout, one run, and it's earned. And he'll be facing the right-hand batted Hinkle. And it'll bring up Rogelio Perez Francisco Pichardo after that. Nice off-speed pitch to start him off with a strike. Yambas from the full windup. There's a fastball swung on into the netting for strike 2. Quickly ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes to the right-handed batting EH. He's the extra hitter. Kano Hinkle. Yambas from the full windup kicks, and he deals a slider. That's hit foul by Hinkle. The count remains 0-2. Windy day here at Cougar Field. Hinkle swings on it, and there's a 1-2 bouncer over to third base. Naranjo fires. That ball gets away from everybody, goes all the way. Looks like into the visitor's dugout. It's going to be an extra base for Hinkle. It's a throwing error from Eddie Naranjo. The Cougars have had some problems over there at third base this year. They need to clean that up before the spring. So with no outs, the Wolfpack have a runner on second base. And the batter is the leadoff batter, Rogelio Perez. He grounded to third the last time up. Yambas turns and fires to second. That ball gets away from the second baseman, Tony. It's picked up by Zorro. It didn't go far enough. A little sloppy play here from your Cougars. The wind is blowing in hard from center field. I keep talking about the wind, but it is a factor here. The palms are swaying out here. That ball's lifted in right field, drifting foul. It's going to be out of play. "21 palm trees surround the outfield here at Cougar Field, recognized by its red bricks behind home plate. Very unique, storied ballpark here in Kendall, home of the Cougars. Yambas gets his sign. Fake bunt, squares to bunt, takes the bat back. That's a ball. Perez gets his sign from Coach George Rodriguez over at third base. Yambas looks in, he fires to second again. That ball gets away from him again. The runner doesn't go anywhere. Zorro ends up with it. He's been busy out there retrieving balls that the infield can't catch. Center fielder Rogelio Perez wondering if they're ever going to throw him the ball. And there's a bunt that's fouled at the plate. That ball was inside. Yambas jammed him. He squared off. But Yambas threw it right at his chest. Rogelio had nothing to do with that ball but to back up and let the bat hit it. Two balls and one strike to the leadoff batter, Rogelio Perez. Yambas on the mound for the Cougars. He kicks and deals, and that fastball's taken high. Evens the count at 2-2 with nobody out here at the top of the third inning. The Cougars down by 1. They're at home against the Schoolhouse Prep Wolfpack. Yambas fires one at his head. Runner goes. The throw from Cueto. Oh, just missed. Molina just beat that tag. I'm sorry, Hinkle just beat that tag. He was on second. The count goes full to Rogelio Perez. And with a runner on third base, Yambas comes from the stretch. Ball 4. Nobody out. Runners on first and second for the Wolfpack. Head coach George Rodriguez going over the signs there at third. Francisco Pichardo's the batter, number 21. He's the second baseman. The runner goes, swung on, lifted into right field. EJ's back. He gets a beat on it. He catches it. The runner's going to tag. The throw's coming home, but not in time. The runner stays on first. Sacrifice fly. And an RBI for Pichardo. And it's 2-1 in favor of the Wolfpack. Wolfpack score another run. It's their second run. The catcher, Dunn, comes into the box, batting from the right side. Runner on first. 1 out. Top of the third inning here at Cougar Field. And the sophomore Ryan Yambas is earning his stripes on the mound. Pushed that fastball high for a ball. The youngster's got to learn. He's got to take his licks if he wants to get to the next level. The leadoff batter, Perez, is on first. Here's the pitch from Yampa. The runner goes. Medina's throw is high. And not in time. Another stolen base for the Wolfpack. 5 stolen bases already in just 3 innings for the Wolfpack. One out with a runner on second. 2-0 count to the catcher, Renee Dunn. There's another throw to second. This time it's caught by Tony.
We got next inning. We'll do next inning.
Yambas comes to the plate, and there's a fastball. It's lifted to right field. Ethan Jones has got a beat on. Now he comes in on it. The wind's playing havoc with it. It drops in front of shallow right field. Jones throws it into the infield. Rogelio Perez is going to cruise into third base. It's going to be a base hit for Renee Dunn, but I think that was misplayed by the right fielder, and the wind and the sun may have had something to do with that. Jones looked like he took a step back at first. The ball got caught up in the wind. Then he came in hard and couldn't get there in time. It's going to be runners in the corners for the Wolfpack. They already scored a run this inning. It's going to bring up big Delvis Valdez, the DH. The runner goes, Delvis swings, and a foul ball for a strike. 1 out. Delvis walked his last time up. Yambas is a fighter. He's out there throwing strikes, doing what he can. Molina is on second. Sorry, Henkel's on second. He got on by an error. There's a throw over to first by Ryan. Rogelio Perez is on third. Renee Dunn is on first. Pichardo flied out. And the batter's Delvis Valdez, the big right-handed batter. He's the DH today. Fastball taken high. 1 ball, 1 strike to the DH, Delvis Valdez. Should have been an out to right field. The runner goes, the ball swung on. Cueto's throw goes all the way through. Medina's throw, but the runner's safe. The runner on third stayed there. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the batter, Valdez. Renee Dunn got into second base on that hit and run. Phoenix comes out and talks to Ryan a little bit. 1 out, runners on second and third for the Wolfpack. First base open. Valdez batting. Here's the 1-2. Takes that one. That gets away from Medina. The runner's coming home, and that he's going to be safe. Ball got away from Phoenix Medina. Renee Dunn goes to third base. It's another run for the Wolfpack, who are leading 3-0 here at the top of the third inning off of the sophomore Ryan Yambas. Valdez still batting. The count is 2-2. There's a fastball low, and it's fouled at the plate. The sophomore still battling. The wind has not let up here. If you can see those 21 palms, they're swaying out there here at Cougar Field. The wind coming in from the northeast, straight away center field. The pitch from Yambas is lifted in the right side, and the wind's going to blow that one foul. Watch out it doesn't hit another car out there. 2-2. We're running out of baseballs here at Cougar Field. We'll take anything around the rock. Shadows starting to get long. When the sun sets here at Cougar Field, the first baseman, the right fielder. Right now, Gene Michael's covering his face with the glove. The right fielder's covering his face with his hands. Here comes the 2-2, and it's low and taken for strike 3 to Nunez. Got caught looking. Big strike zone from our umpire today. It's the second strikeout for Yamblis. Yadir Molina, the shortstop, steps into the batter's box. Yadir struck out his last time up. He fumbled the ball. And that off-speed pitch is hitting on a hop to the third baseman. Naranjo goes across. This time he caught by Gene Michael for the third out. And 2 runs here at the top of the third inning for the Wolfpack. Give them 3 runs for the Wolfpack, 0 for your Killian Cougars, who are coming up to bat here in the bottom of the third inning. And you're watching the Florida Sports Programming Network. Welcome back to Killian Cougar Field for some fall baseball between your Killian Cougars and the Schoolhouse Prep Wolfpack. We have a 3-0 ball game here at Cougar Field. The home team is down by 3. Due up for the Cougars is Zorro Antonio Lasiza. Then it's the third baseman Eddie Naranjo. It's the leadoff batter Phoenix Medina and Armando Vasquez, the left fielder. Tony coming in from the left side, playing center field. I have a new pitcher for the Wolfpack. It's a right-hander. His name is Victor Borquez. Victor wearing number 16. He's a right-handed pitcher, pitching to a left-handed batter, Lasiza, who squares and takes it back for ball 1. Well, it does smell good here at Cougar Field. Got some burgers cooking. Lasiza from the modified stretch throws another fastball high to Zorro. Cougars looking to get their leadoff man aboard here. Cut into this 3-0 Wolfpack lead. Borquez fires. That ball missed. The count is 3-0 to the speedy Tony Zorro Lasiza, the center fielder. We need him to get on and maybe steal a base or two. The pitch to Lasiza is taken outside, and there's ball 4. Or that's called a strike? Oh, my goodness. Ball was 6 inches off the plate. The 3-1 to Lasiza. Taken inside for a strike. So the count goes full. The new pitcher for the Wolfpack is Victor Borquez. Victor gets his sign from Renee Dunn, the catcher. Likes that sign. Dunn drops to a knee. There's a fastball hit on the nub. It's a little burner. The first baseman gets it. He flips it over, and in time, no, he's safe. The pitcher missed the bag. The pitcher went to cover first base. Jimenez handled that ground ball 4 or 5 steps to his right. And Lasiza gets on base here in the 3rd inning for the Cougars. A bang, bang play. I'm going to give him a hit. Eddie Naranjo is up to bat, the 3rd baseman, wearing number 21, batting from the right side. So far, so good for the Cougars. Just what you want to do. You want to get your leadoff guy on. Good lead there. Zorro takes a big secondary lead. Dunn looks him back. That ball's high. Bottom of the 3rd inning. The Wolfpack scored in the 1st. They scored 1 run in the 1st, 2 more in the 3rd, and we're in the bottom of the 3rd inning with a Cougar on first and the likes of Zorro. Eddie takes that pitch low. Ball 2 to Eddie. Borquez having a little trouble finding the plate. He steps off the mound, takes a little stretch, a little deep breath. Gets his sign from Renee Dunn. Takes a peek over at Lasiza at first. Lasiza with a big lead, and that ball's hit hard in the 5-6 hole. There's a base hit for Eddie Naranjo. Lasiza cruises into second base, and it's going to bring off the leadoff batter, Phoenix Medina, who's catching today. And if he gets on, it's Armando Vasquez, the left fielder. Coach Eric Martinez over at 3rd today. He's giving a lot of signs. I think he gave all the signs. First baseman for the Wolfpack is playing in on the grass. The 3rd baseman is even with the bag. In the middle of the infield, there's that double play depth. Here's the pitch from Borquez, squared off by Phoenix, and he takes. First baseman was charging in. They smelled a bunt, and they were right. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning for the home Cougars. Here's their leadoff batter, the catcher, Phoenix Medina. Borquez delivers. Medina takes a strike down the middle, a fastball. That evens the count. Again, Coach Martinez goes through a cycle of signs. Let's see if it's a hit and run, maybe a double steal. Borquez takes a look at the runner on second, Lasiza, and he comes to the plate, and that's a bunt, and it's a well-placed bunt to the mound to the right side. The pitcher throws across the first for an out. The runners advance in a nice sacrifice. Nice sack bunt there by Phoenix Medina, showing that he can handle the bat well. Coach Leon putting a little play on to try to score some runners here, and he leaves it in the hands of Armando Vasquez. Armando got caught looking his last time up. It was a strikeout. And now he has runners on second and third with one out here for the Cougars in the bottom of the third inning. There's a hot chopper behind the mound. One run is going to score. Molina comes across, and the runner goes all the way to third, gets away from the third baseman, and here comes Eddie Naranjo, and we got a 2-run scored for the Cougars here in the bottom of the third inning. So Lasiza was on third. He scored on that high chopper that went over the mound. Borquez couldn't get it. Yadier Molina, the shortstop, came across, made the throw to first to get Vasquez. Then the first baseman threw to third to try to get Naranjo, and that ball got away from the third baseman. So there's 2 outs now. The batter's the pitcher, Ryan Yambes, who swung at strike 1. It's a 3-2 ball game. Cougar Field. Good eye there by Ryan, taking that ball low. Borquez getting roughed up here a little bit. A couple hits, sacrifice, a good bunt by Medina. And there's an off-speed pitch for a strike. One ball, 2 strikes. Here's Borquez with the pitch. Ryan fouls it off at the plate. On deck is David Builes. If Yambes were to get on here, and he swings at that one in the dirt, it gets away from the catcher. Dunn gets it and throws over to first. Jimenez makes the play. But 2 runs for the Cougars here in the bottom of the second inning, and we'll be right back with more Killian Cougar fall baseball right here on the Florida Sports Broadcasting Network. Welcome back to Cougar Field. You're watching Killian Cougar fall baseball on the Florida Sports Programming Network, and we have visitors here from the Wolfpack, the Schoolhouse Prep Wolfpack. Have a 3-2 game. It's the top of the 4th inning. We have a new pitcher for the Cougars in Julian Zeladon, the junior. We're going to close the book on Ryan Yambes. Yambes gave up 3 runs, had 2 strikeouts, walked a couple batters, but the sophomore battled. All right, batting for the Wolfpack, the first baseman, Jordan Jimenez. He's followed by Gian Caicedo. And that first ball's taken for a strike swinging. Then it's Alejandro Molina, the left fielder, Kevin Arcia, and Kano Hinkle. 1 strike here to Jimenez. Ball 1 from Julian, taken high, a fastball. The new catcher is Jean-Michael Cueto behind the plate. David Builes has moved into right to first base. Zeladon showing a good fastball here. Jimenez swings and fouls that one back and has 2 strikes on him. 3-2, top of the 4th inning. Cougar Field on a windy fall afternoon. Jimenez from the right side wearing number 99, and Julian Zeladon is on the mound for the Cougars, and he fires that one high for ball 4. going to bring up Gian Caicedo, the right fielder, number 2. Caicedo's batting from the left side. Actually, we might have a pinch hitter here. This is Perella. Perella's the pinch hitter for Caicedo. He's the left-handed batter. Perella hits one right in front of the plate, picked up by Zeldon, fires over to first. Second baseman covers. The runner gets pushed over to second, so Jimenez goes to second. Perella bunts it right in front, and the Wolfpack are playing for a run here in the top of the fourth inning. Alejandro Molina, the left fielder, number 23, is batting from the right side. Wolfpack have a runner on second. Tony's coming over to keep him close, and there's an off-speed pitch, and it's looped to third base. It gets over a weird hop. The shortstop gets it. He fires to third, and now they have Jimenez hung up. They're running Jimenez back, and they finally got him off the plate. And they call him safe on a rundown. That ball was hit off the end of the bat, off Molina's bat. And it scooted over to the shortstop. Jimenez, the runner, almost made it to third. The shortstop throws it to third. Naranjo runs him back, and Tony couldn't put the tag on him. So there's runners on first and second. That ball's taken for a strike. Now the batter is a pinch hitter, Nelson. It's 1-1 to the pinch hitter, Nelson Perez. Perez batting from the right side. 1 out, runners on first and second for Julian Zeledon. I was going to say he paint the corner, but that was a ball, according to home plate umpire. So a walk to Jimenez. A sacrifice bunt by Perella. And an infield craziness by Alejandro Molina. And we have Wolfpack on first and second. And a swinging strike there to Nelson Perez. Evens the count at 2-2. Zeledon trying to keep the damage here to a minimum. With runners on first and second and 1 out, he fires one over the plate. Just misses the corner. I believe the count is full to the pinch hitter, Nelson Perez, and he smokes one up the middle. It gets by the shortstop. Here comes Zorro, picks it up, throws it in. It's cut off, and the bases are going to be loaded. The Wolfpack have the bases loaded here, and they're threatening with 1 out in the top of the fourth inning. Some bad luck for the Cougars on a weird hop to the infield. Should have got a runner in a rundown, should have got him out. So right now there should be 2 outs with a runner on first and second. Instead, the bases are loaded with 1 out for Kyle Hinkle, batting from the right side, and that one's swung on and hit foul. One out, bases loaded. The last batter, Hinkle's up. On the mound is Julian Zeledon, the junior. That ball's taken low. On deck is Rogelio Perez, the center fielder for the Wolfpack. But Zeledon needs to get this out at the plate. There's a fastball swung on all the way back to the screen. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes to the leadoff batter, the last batter for the Wolfpack, Hinkle. Zeladon on the bump here for the Cougars. Top of the fourth inning. There's a swung on strike for strike three. Big sigh of relief for Coach Leon and the Cougar fans because there's 2 outs now. Bases are loaded for Rogelio Perez, number 23, the center fielder for the Wolfpack. He walked his last time up. He grounded to third. He stole a base. And we're looking for him to strike out here. Takes one for a strike from Zeladon. The Wolfpack own the bases here in the top of the fourth. There's a runner on every base. The pitch from Zeladon's a fastball, and that one's hit up the middle. It's caught by the shortstop. He fires across just in time, and what a play. Aiden Abassi saves the run, ends the inning. It's still 3-2, and we'll be right back with more fall baseball right here on the Florida Sports Programming Network. Welcome back to Killian Cougar Field for some fall baseball between the Killian Cougars and the Wolfpack. And we have a good one here, folks. It's 3-2. It's the bottom of the fourth inning. Julian Zeladon just got the Cougars out of a big jam with bases loaded, and the Wolfpack were unable to score. He had a strikeout and a great play by our shortstop, Aiden Abassi. And due up for the Killian Cougars now in the bottom of the fourth inning. We're going to have the DH, David Willis. He's going to be followed by Jean-Michael Cueto, the shortstop that ended the inning with a great play, Aiden Abassi. And then it's Antonio Vasquez, if anybody gets on the mound. For the Wolfpack is Victor Borquez. And the first pitch he throws to Willis is down in the dirt for ball one. Borquez throws high for ball two. And this could be the same recipe as the previous inning for the Cougars. If they can get the leadoff man on, usually means good news for these Cougars. The 0-2 down the middle of the plate. He looked at that one for a strike. Two balls and one strike. To now the first baseman, David Builes, and there he slaps one over to right field, and he handcuffs the first baseman, Jimenez. He scrambles back, and he got him at first, according to the plate umpire. Wow. I wish we did have a replay. That one would be overturned. So Builes hit that one sharply to first base. Came off of the wrist of the first baseman. I think it's still Jordan Jimenez. He wasn't able to pick that up cleanly, scrambled for the ball. Gave Builes some time to get down the line, and it was a bang-bang play. I thought he was safe. The umpire didn't think so. And there's one out here. The batter's Jean-Michael Cueto. He's catching now. Borquez delivers, and there's a hard ground ball up the middle. Yadier Molina picks it up, and he fires across, and that's a second out of the inning. On a ground ball, swinging on the first pitch was Jean-Michael Cueto. Quick 2 outs. Bottom of the fourth. It's going to bring up the shortstop, Aiden Abassi. Abassi made an excellent play to end the previous inning, going way back behind second base, showing a good arm and getting the out at first. Borquez, the pitcher, looks in. He kicks and fires a fastball that's taken for a strike. Borquez kicks and delivers another strike taken. Quickly 0-2 to the shortstop, Abassi. Abassi's got somewhat of a closed stance. Here's the pitch, and it's taken high. Borquez wanted that one. He was halfway in the dugout. The umpire has the final say, and he says it was a ball. Everybody goes back. Good eye by Abassi. Here's the 1-ball, 2-strike offering from Borquez, and it's taken inside. The count is even at 2. I want to say the wind has died down a little bit, but maybe just a little bit. It's still howling straight in from center field. Here's Borquez's pitch. It's taken outside, and the count goes full to Abassi. On deck is Tony Vasquez, the second baseman. Borquez gets his sign from Dunn. He kicks and he deals, and that fastball swung on and missed. And the Cougars go down in order. It's still 3-2, heading to the top of the 5th inning. You're watching Killian Cougar Fall Baseball. Welcome back to Killian Cougar Field for some fall baseball between the Killian Cougars and the Wolfpack of Schoolhouse Prep, brought to you by the Florida Sports Programming Network. Please subscribe, like, follow us on YouTube. We do this for the families that can't be here to these day games, the abuelos, the abuelas, the aunts and uncles, the siblings and the family members that can't make it to the ballpark. And some of these games are early start, 3, 4 o'clock start. And we'll be bringing you these games, as many as we can here in the fall, and most of them in the spring. So please subscribe and like and help us out here on the Florida Sports Programming Network. Here we have a 3-2 game in favor of the visiting Wolfpack. And up to bat for the Wolfpack is Francisco Pichardo. He is the second baseman. He's a senior. Last year had a decent season. Pichardo hit .378. He also had 8 stolen bases and 6 RBIs to go along with that. And he's batting from the right side. The pitcher's Julian Zeladon. He's a junior. That off-speed pitch is taken inside for ball 1 by Pichardo. Not a lot of offense today for the Cougars. A couple hits here and there. They need to get something going together because we're running out of ball game. Quick 3 outs here would work for us. Zeladon is down 0-2. 2 balls and no strikes to the senior Pichardo. Takes that one inside for a strike. Generous strike zone from the home plate umpire. But we need a couple more of those. That ball swung on and hit off the netting. Evens the count at 2-2. Pichardo's the batter, playing second base for the Wolfpack. Here's the pitch, another foul ball. Here's the 1-2 pitch in the dirt. That evens the count at 2. Pichardo's leading off. He's the second batter, but he's leading off this inning. Renee Dunn, the catcher's on deck, and that ball swung on and missed by Pichardo. I think that was a changeup from Zeladon. And there's 1 out. It's going to bring up the catcher. Grenade done. Naranjo, Abasi, Vasquez, and Builes are your infield. Michael Cueto's behind the plate. Julian Zeladon is on the mound. Throws that one high for a ball. Armando Vasquez, Zorro's in center field. And I think we have a new right fielder. Quickly 2-0 to done. The new right fielder is Phoenix Medina. And that ball's hit, rolling to the shortstop, takes a couple steps to his left. Abasi throws and gets him out for the second out of the inning. Solid shortstop by Aiden Abasi today. He gobbled that slow grounder, hit right at him. 2 quick outs here, and it's going to bring up the big DH, Delvis Valdez. Delvis got walked, then he got struck out looking for one of Yambas' 3 strikeouts. And now he's facing Julian Zeladon here in the top of the 4th inning. Top of the 5th inning. Strike 1 swinging on an off-speed pitch by Zeladon. Julian, a quick worker. He gets the ball, puts his foot back in the mound, and gets his sign from Cueto. There's one outside, taken for a ball. The 1-1 from Zeladon, swung on and missed by the big Valdez. One strike away from getting out of this inning and getting a little momentum over to the Cougar dugout. This game started a little late. We had like a 4:15 start. That ball's in the dirt. Schoolhouse prep was a little late in getting here. So we gave him enough time to warm up to make it fair. The 2-2 pitch from Zeladon with 2 outs. Swung on and fouled right back to the screen, all the way to the bricks. Delvis Valdez. He's at least 6'1", 6'2", big boy. Playing DH today. The 2-2 off-speed pitch, maybe I want to say maybe a cutter. Stayed up. The count goes full. We need a strikeout or a ground ball to the infield here. Don't want to hit a ball up in the air in this wind. We already saw it can cause some issues. The payoff pitch swung on and missed, and Zeladon with 2 strikeouts. The Cougars are down 3-2 to the Wolfpack, and we're heading to the bottom of the 5th inning here at Killian Cougar Field, and you're watching fall baseball on the Florida Sports Programming Network. We're back to Killian Cougar Field for some fall baseball between your Killian Cougars and the Wolfpack of Schoolhouse Prep. It's a 3-2 game. This could be the final inning. The game started at about 4:15. Due up for the Cougars in this bottom of the 5th inning. It's the second baseman, Antonio Vasquez. And it's followed by Ethan Jones, Zorro, Antonio Laziza. And if anybody gets on, it's Eddie Naranjo. And then it's the top of the order. And we need to get the leadoff runner on here to avoid a loss. Tony needs to be patient here. Needs to take a couple pitches. The new pitcher for the Wolfpack is Angel Delgado. Angel's a right-handed pitcher. And Tony's a right-handed batter. This could be the last inning. This game started at 4:15 and it's 6:10. So we need to score 2 here. And that one's all the way to here, almost knocked out our internet. No, we still have internet, folks. Knocked over the modem. Came all the way to the backstop. I'm going to say that was a ball. I'm going to go out on the limb and say, don't do that anymore, Delgado. You're going to break our equipment here. That one swung on. 1 ball and 1 strike to Tony Vasquez. No better than to put that modem up on the bricks here. Delgado throws hard. That fastball's live. You can hear it popping the mid of Rene Dunn. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the second baseman, Tony Vasquez. Wearing number 5. Here's the pitch taken for a strike on the outside corner. 2 strikeouts today for Tony. It's going to bring up to bat Ethan Jones. He's playing right field today. Ethan got a base hit the last time up. Only 4 hits for the Cougars. 1 walk. And that ball is almost taken by Ethan Jones. It'll be a ball. Now the wind's now changed direction a bit. Looks like it's going to rain. Very windy day here at Cougar Field. Angel Delgado. He kicks and he throws another fastball that's taken high by EJ. 2 balls and no strikes. We can use a base runner here. EJ wearing 00. Delgado fires one in there. Angel Delgado with a really good fastball for these Wolfpack. 2 balls, 1 strike, bottom of the 5th inning, a 3-2 game. And there's a strike taken. So after hitting the backstop with the first pitch, Delgado's settled down a little bit. He's 2-2 here to Ethan Jones. Delgado throws a nasty one into the dirt. The count is full. That off-speed pitch was taken by EJ. Here's the pitch from Delgado. Swung on and missed. Some good velocity there. 2 strikeouts, 2 batters faced for Delgado. Some good arms here for this Schoolhouse Prep Wolfpack team. It's going to bring up Zorro from the left side. Antonio Lasiza. They call him Zorro, wearing number 34. He's the center fielder for the Cougars. Nobody on. And he's wearing out the strike zone here is Delgado. 2 outs here, bottom of the 5th. Delgado kicks and deals, swung on and missed. Good fastballs from Delgado. 2 quick strikes to the batter. Here's the pitch from Delgado. It's taken inside for a ball. Almost hit Zorro. One ball and 2 strikes to Zorro. Bottom of the 5th, 3-2. And that one comes all the way to the bricks. It's tough to judge this Delgado kid. He beats up the strike zone for a few minutes and then he throws a couple against the backstop. But he has 2 strikeouts. 8 strikeouts for the Cougars today. The bats have fallen asleep. Here comes Delgado. There's strikeout number 9. Delgado strikes out the side. And this could be it for, and here they come. They're going to shake hands here, and that's going to be all she wrote for your Killian Cougars. They're going to drop one here to the Wolfpack of Schoolhouse Prep. The Prep put out some good pitchers out there today. 9 combined strikeouts by 3 pitchers. Isiri started it off, then it was Borquez and Delgado. And only 4 hits and a walk for the Cougars, and you're not going to win any ball games just scoring 2 runs. But we had a good time bringing you this game between your Killian Cougars and the Wolfpack of Schoolhouse Prep. You've been watching the Florida Sports Programming Network. It's been my pleasure to bring you the play-by-play, and we'll see you on Friday. It's been Uncle Muggs for the Florida Sports Programming Network. Thanks for joining.